Are you ready to explore the pyramids further? Perhaps their most intriguing mysteries are waiting for you to discover. Let's continue the journey together. In this video, we journey back in time to explore the story behind the ancient Egypt and the pyramids, diving deep into their history, purpose, and enduring intrigue. Prepare to uncover the secrets of one of the greatest wonders of the ancient world. Ancient Egypt, the land of golden sands and towering pyramids. Imagine an empire where gods walked alongside kings, and the Nile whispered stories of eternity. The Egyptian pyramids are one of humanity's most extraordinary accomplishments. Massive stone structures rising from the sands of the ancient world, enduring for thousands of years. But even with all our modern knowledge and tools, questions persist. How were they built? What secrets do they hold? And why are we still drawn to their mystery? And also we will find the answers of who is Sphinx, how did the Sphinx nose break, who are the most powerful rulers of ancient Egypt? Where is Cleopatra from? Who did Cleopatra hang out with and who did she have a child with? Did the ancient Egyptians have bars? And why do Egyptians mummify their dead and so on? At the height of their civilization, the ancient Egyptians achieved something unimaginable. Monuments so immense and precise that even today their construction baffles experts. Among these, the Great Pyramid of Giza stands as the crown jewel. Built over 4,500 years ago, it was an unparalleled feat of engineering, towering at 481 feet when completed. For more than 3,800 years, it held the title of the tallest man-made structure in the world. One of the most popular structures is the Sphinx. It depicts the King Khafre. He is the king of the 4th dynasty, built the second largest pyramid at Giza. Have you ever wondered how did the Sphinx nose break? The best evidence for how the nose of the Sphinx got broken comes from a 15th century Arabic historian, and he explains that someone who was angry actually deliberately shot the nose off the Sphinx because he was upset that people were revering this monument from ancient Egypt. This person was subsequently lynched by other local people who revered the Sphinx. The pyramids were more than architectural marvels. They symbolized the sheer power and unity of ancient Egypt. They told the story of a people who looked up at the heavens and dreamed big. For centuries, these stone giants have stood as reminders of their civilization's incredible ambition. The answer lies in the Egyptians' deep spiritual beliefs. For them, death was not the end, but a transition to the afterlife. The pyramids were designed as grand tombs for pharaohs, earthly kings who were also seen as divine beings. These structures were believed to help the pharaohs ascend to the heavens and join the gods. Their unique pyramid shape was no accident. Egyptians believed it symbolized the rays of the sun, guiding the soul of the deceased to the sky. More than mere tombs, the pyramids were spiritual gateways, monuments built to immortalize the rulers and connect them eternally to the cosmos. In ancient Egypt, women had a status that was really rare in the ancient world. They could own things, own property. They could decide which of their children inherited their property. How about pregnancy tests in ancient Egypt? A woman who wants to know if she's pregnant and wants to know what the sex of the baby will be should pee on both barley and wheat seeds. If she's pregnant, these are going to sprout, and which one sprouts first is going to tell her whether she's going to have a girl or a boy, and modern tests on this have suggested that in fact the human growth hormone that is so increased in pregnant women does have an effect on the germination of grain. The most captivating mystery of all is this: how did a civilization lacking machines, steel tools, or modern cranes build such monumental structures? The Great Pyramid alone contains an estimated 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons. Theories abound. The workers likely used copper tools to carve the stones and wooden sledges to drag them. Some believe ramps or levers played a role, while others suggest clever use of water to reduce friction. Yet the precision of their work remains stunning. Each side of the Great Pyramid is almost perfectly aligned with the cardinal points of the compass. Even with modern technology, recreating such alignment on such scale would be a significant challenge. For years, a popular myth lingered that the pyramids were built by slave labor. However, archaeology tells a different and more inspiring story. Excavations at workers' villages near the pyramids reveal evidence of a skilled and well-fed workforce. These were not slaves chained to their master's will, but laborers who worked with purpose. How about Egypt's greatest pharaohs? Pharaohs were more than rulers. They were seen as living gods, mediators between the divine and the mortal world. Among the many legendary figures, Akhenaten, Ramses II, and Cleopatra stand out as Egypt's most fascinating kings and queen. But who were they really? Akhenaten, the rebel pharaoh. In a land devoted to many gods, Akhenaten dared to defy tradition. He introduced a revolutionary monotheistic belief, worshipping Aten above all others. Moving Egypt's capital to a new city, Akhenaten, he sought to reshape not only religion, but also the empire's cultural identity. Yet his reign remains shrouded in mystery. Was Akhenaten a visionary reformer, or a heretic who abandoned Egypt's traditions? After his death, Egypt's rulers erased much of his legacy. What secrets lie hidden in the ruins of Akhenaten? Ramses II, the great builder, also known as Ramses the Great. He ruled for an astonishing 67 years, becoming one of ancient Egypt's most enduring icons. Ramses built colossal monuments like the temples at Abu Simbel, designed to immortalize his power. He fathered over 100 children and declared himself a god during his lifetime. But behind the grandeur, was Ramses truly the invincible king he wanted the world to believe? Cleopatra, the last queen of Egypt, her name is legendary. Cleopatra was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt. Fluent in multiple languages, she was not only a skilled diplomat, but also an intelligent strategist. Unlike her predecessors, she embraced Egyptian culture and presented herself as the reincarnation of the goddess Isis, earning the loyalty of her people. Her romantic relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, she had children with Mark Antony, and these relationships were not merely affairs of the heart, they were calculated political moves to secure Egypt's sovereignty. But these alliances would eventually lead to one of history's greatest tragedies. Cleopatra was more than just a queen. She was a force of nature, navigating the turbulent waters of a male-dominated world. Her story continues to inspire and captivate, reminding us of the complexities of leadership and the price of power. After the defeat at the Battle of Actium, Cleopatra faced the impossible choice of living under Roman control or preserving her legacy. Choosing death over humiliation, she took her own life, cementing her place in history as a symbol of power, ambition, and resilience. Let's continue with some facts about ancient Egypt. Did ancient Egypt have bars? Ancient Egypt didn't have bars, but the Egyptians were definitely very social, and alcohol was a part of their social lives. We know that the Egyptians drank a ton of beer and quite a bit of wine as well. This was mostly done in homes and even in tombs. The underground part of the tomb might be where the burial chamber is, but the above-ground part of the tomb is a party palace. There's a festival called the Beautiful Feast of the Valley, where the whole point was to get drunk in the tombs with your ancestors. To make beer and wine, we have evidence of large-scale breweries in towns from even before the first king of Egypt, around 3000 BC. These men and women lived at the pyramid sites, receiving wages in food and beer, a highly valuable currency in ancient Egypt. Their bones show signs of hard labor, but they also reveal medical care, indicating a level of respect and dignity in their roles. Ancient Egyptian medicine was pretty advanced. We know, for instance, that they performed surgery to relieve pressure on the brain. Have you ever wondered why do Egyptians mummify their dead? What is the point of preserving the dead? They believed that in the afterlife, people needed their bodies. They continued to eat, drink, speak, breathe, and even engage in social relations with the people they had known in life. Most people in ancient Egypt weren't mummified, as it was an expensive process. In fact, it wasn't necessary for bodies to be preserved, as the Egyptian desert itself did a great job of preserving them. However, for those who could afford mummification, cloth was really expensive in the ancient world. Most Egyptian deities have animal heads. For example, we have the god Horus with a falcon head, particularly associated with kingship. In this scene, Anubis is shown with a jackal head, which is typical of gods associated with cemeteries. The strongest theory is that this is because cemeteries in the desert are places where jackals would have roamed. One of the most intriguing aspects of the pyramids is their precise alignment with celestial bodies. Ancient Egyptians carefully positioned the Great Pyramid to align almost perfectly with the cardinal points of north, south, east, and west. The pyramid is also thought to align with the Orion constellation, which they associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. This celestial connection was no coincidence. To the Egyptians, stars held divine importance, representing the heavens where the pharaoh's soul ascended after death. The pyramids were more than physical structures. They were cosmic gateways tying humanity to the divine. The precision of pyramid design has sparked theories about the mathematical knowledge of ancient Egyptians. The ratio of the Great Pyramid's base to its height approximates pi, a value essential to geometry. Did they understand these principles, or was it a remarkable coincidence? While some attribute their architectural genius purely to human ingenuity, others have suggested alternative explanations, from lost advanced technologies to the more fantastical idea of extraterrestrial intervention. While these theories capture the imagination, they are not supported by tangible evidence. What archaeologists have found inside and around the pyramids helps paint a vivid picture of life in ancient Egypt. Inscriptions, artifacts, and burial treasures reflect the rituals, hierarchies, and daily lives of the time. The pyramids were as much about preserving culture as they were about preserving the dead. For centuries, stories and myths about the pyramids have flourished, many of which misrepresent history. One of the most persistent misconceptions is the curse of the pharaohs, stories warning that anyone who disturbs the tombs will suffer dire consequences. While these tales make for engaging legends, no scientific evidence supports their truth. They also influenced architecture for centuries, inspiring everything from the Washington Monument, Istanbul, Turkey, and many others rest of the world, to today's futuristic architectural designs. The legacy of the pyramids stretches far beyond ancient Egypt and continues to inspire awe worldwide. Hidden chambers and passageways in the pyramids, many of which remain unexplored, continue to spark curiosity. Modern technology like 3D mapping and ground-penetrating radar has revealed voids in these ancient structures, suggesting mysteries yet to be uncovered. Who knows what secrets still lie buried? So why are we, millennia later, still in awe of the pyramids? Perhaps their mystery reminds us of humanity's potential for greatness. They challenge our assumptions about what ancient people were capable of and force us to reconsider what we think we know about the past. Though Egypt's pyramids are the most famous, the Mayans and Aztecs also constructed remarkable pyramidal structures. The pyramids in Egypt don't actually match the pyramids in Mexico. They are different in substantial ways. The king is buried in a small chamber underneath the pyramid in Egypt. The pyramids as you see them today look like giant staircases. They're a little bit rough, and that's not how they would have looked anciently. So the final step in making a pyramid would have been to clad it in very fine limestone and then to shave the sides to make it perfectly smooth. So this would have been not something you could climb. The pyramids in Mexico are not tombs at all. These are bases for temples, and the temples are approached by going up. The similarity in their shape likely comes down to physics. There's not that much you can build of that size without modern technology and without steel. So to get a really tall structure out of stone, it needs to be smaller at the top than it is at the bottom. There aren't many things you can build that would get that tall using this technology, and that's really why we think we see what looks superficially similar in such different places in the ancient world. But more than that, they embody our shared human curiosity, a longing to understand the world, the universe, and our place within it. The pyramids are a testament to ambition and imagination, traits as vital to us today as they were to our ancestors thousands of years ago. As we unravel the mysteries of the pyramids, one thing becomes clear: their greatest power lies in their ability to inspire. While science and archaeology have answered many questions, some mysteries may remain unsolved forever. And maybe that's the point. The pyramids do not need to reveal all their secrets. They remind us that some mysteries are meant to ignite our wonder and curiosity, pushing us to look deeper, dream bigger, and connect with the endless possibilities of the human spirit. If you've enjoyed this journey into the world of the ancient Egypt and pyramids, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world to us. Let us know in the comments, what do you think is the most fascinating aspect of ancient Egypt and pyramids? Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and stay tuned.